What's up, YouTube? Listen, family, today we got Bitcoin beginning to crash in after hours due to the Binance situation. I want you guys to keep an eye on that. And overall, today we had a flat day rather in the stock market today, at least on the S&P, okay? It went pretty much nowhere, although it did a whole bunch of nothing throughout the day. Went low, hit our resistance level at 413, couldn't break through that, and kind of just was stagnant all day. But today, guys, check this out. We're going to unpack this together as a family, what we have here. And this is why I'm on you guys so much about how to properly invest and build wealth in the stock market. Nearly half of baby boomers have no retirement savings. Okay, this just came out today. Check this out. More than 2/5 of baby boomers are near retirement with no retirement savings. Let me know down in the comments below if you fall in the baby boomer category or not. Okay, regardless, this is a universal message I got for you guys today. I just want to back it up with some statistics and some data. The fact may surprise you if you are a typical white collar worker dwelling in a corporate culture of near universal retirement coverage, encouraged to save $500,000 or more before taking home gold watch. But many Americans work for smaller companies that don't offer retirement savings or are self-employed or live paycheck to paycheck. Let me know if you fit that description. Do you work for a company that don't offer a retirement savings plan? Are you self-employed, like myself, for example? Or do you live paycheck to paycheck? Let me know how you identify, because I have some solutions and some strategies for you guys today, okay? They said, quote says, you think everyone works for a Fortune 500 company and everybody has a pension plan, but that's not the reality, said Craig Martin, who is the managing director of wealth and lending intelligence at JD Power, okay? Fewer than half of working age Americans have any retirement savings, according to census data from 2020. Savings rates rise with age, but only to a point. In the 55 to 64-old boomer age group, 58% of Americans own retirement accounts. This is why it's important what we do, what we teach, and the journey we go on each day is important around here, okay? And that is a problem. A newly minted retiree of 65 can now expect to live 20 more years. So if you guys are in your 60s, expect to make it to your 80s, okay? Without a retirement account, most retirees count on Social Security. The average monthly Social Security check to a retired worker is around $1,800. The average household run by an American older than 65 spends more than $4,000 a month. You're already in a deficit with that alone, okay? Yet many people go into retirement thinking that Social Security is going to provide them customers off. A chasm of wishful thinking separates Americans' retirement goals from its retirement realities. By one rule of thumb, retirement calculated workers should aim to save 10 times their annual salary by 67, which would be $375,000 for an individual and $708,000 for a household based on median incomes. If the goal is to retire in a relatively comfort, Americans assume they will need something closer to 1.1 million, according to a survey. But the average retirement account just held over $100,000 at the close of 2022, according to Fidelity. The median baby boomer household isn't doing much better. That account only had $134,000 in their retirement savings account. And most retirement nest eggs are much smaller now than a year ago. By Fidelity's estimate, the average retirement account lost 1/5 of its value in 2022, dwindling from $135,000 down to $104,000. There were a lot of downsides in the last year. It really shows why it's really important for everyone, no matter how old you are, to have a diversified portfolio. And that's what I want to talk to you guys today, because this is what I try to come on here and preach to you every single day, alongside teaching you guys how to trade. It pays to be diversified for a variety of reasons, okay? Number one, I talk to you guys about building a private equity portfolio. I talk about you guys having a long-term portfolio, a dividend portfolio that helps generate passive income. Okay, investing for the long term. These are hallmarks of what we discuss every day for a reason, because the statistics say nearly half of baby boomers have no retirement savings. Okay, but with that being said, what I want to talk about today is things you need to do every time you get paid. Okay, and for me, you have to take control of your destiny. Okay, you can't rely on Social Security because, as we just laid out, as it was just illustrated, that may not be around. That may not be an option for everybody. You can't rely on your pension because that might not be something that everybody can rely on, especially those of you that are coming up the pipe. That is why we have to take full advantage of our investing journey. That is why I talk about buying VTI. I talk about dollar cost averaging into SCHD, for example. These things are so you guys can shift your focus, shift your mindset to taking control of your destiny. Remember, you are the CEO of your portfolio, okay? You are the CEO of your portfolio. Therefore, you have to dictate how it is you want to live and be set up in the future. Okay, guys, we can't rely on the government. Okay, especially those of us that are up and coming. Okay, we will be blessed to see 65. Okay, but if we are able to get there, if there's a challenge with those things from the government, Social Security and pensions now in 2023, imagine 30 years when I'm in my 60s, 30 years from now, then I'll be in my 60s, okay, where things will be. This is why we have to take advantage of our own destiny, okay? So do me a favor, guys. I got several things I want you guys to do, okay? Every time you get paid, I need you to pay yourself first, okay? And paying yourself first includes you investing money, depositing money in your self-managed retirement accounts, okay? That could be either your Roth IRA based on your income, up to $6,000, $6,500 a year. You might get another $1,000 if you're qualified for the catch up. Okay, so that might be upwards of $7,500. Then, guys, you need to, if you do work, if you do have a company match, you need to make sure that you are investing in that up to the company match. Okay, lateral to that, you need to ensure you have an emergency fund established of at least 3 to 6 months, so that in the event you're out of a job, you have a little bit of cushion, a little bit of wiggle room to make sure you have something to hold you over while you're in transition, while you're in between blessings, so that you can, again, find another job and get back on your feet. Okay. And then most importantly, guys, you need to invest in your individual taxable retirement accounts. That is your Fidelity account. That's your Vanguard account. That's your Webull account. That's your Robinhood account. Whatever it is you guys use, okay? That is what you need to be investing in, because there's no limit to how much after-tax dollars you can put into your investments, okay? And that's why I encourage you guys, whether it's $250 every 2 weeks, whether it's $1,000 once a month, or whatever it is you can do, regardless of what that number is, get in a habit of establishing good habits and good practices so that you can begin to do these things on a consistent basis, okay? I need this to really lock in. I need this to be something you guys really, really grab a hold of, all right? Check this out. The thing that helped expedite my journey to retiring early and retiring young was the exact things I'm telling you, okay? I was working a job. I was working in education, in higher ed. I was going through the motions like everybody else, okay? After my athletic career had came to an end, okay? I'm doing everything that everybody else in America was doing. But then I got involved with the stock market, and I started researching stocks, companies, balance sheets, income statements, the same thing I have to look at and know as a successful entrepreneur. And I started taking my own investments in my own hands and saying, you know what, lateral to what I'm allowing to come out of my check and go into my retirement through work, my 401k, my 457b, I'm going to put my own money after tax dollars into my retirement account. Okay, and that's where the whole Vanguard VTI come in at, okay, or VTSAX. That's where the whole Nike comes in at, for those that's been following my journey. That's where all of that stuff came about at. That's what I was putting my money into and just building it. Okay, guys, I was able to get on my own $13,000 in there in 1 year. Okay, and that set the stage for me because I'm competitive by nature. And because I'm competitive by nature, the competitive side of me said, oh, you got 13,000 in there after 1 year? Okay, try to top that. At least try to get that same amount. But if you can, try to top it. And sure enough, boom, I got 15,000 in there of my own invested dollars. Okay, now what's 15,000 times 13,000? Now my own nest egg, separate from work, separate from 401ks and Roth IRAs, was around 28,000. You add a little bit of stock appreciation, a little bit of capital gains, it might have pushed it over that $30,000 mark. Now I'm pumped. Now I'm really locked in, because that's what winners do. Okay, when you see success, success breeds success. When you win, winning breeds winning. Winners hang around with other winners. This stuff should motivate you, okay? So for me, I went from, okay, I got 15,000 in the second year. Okay, this third year, I need to top 15,000. And boom, I just began to start saving. Now what was known, it was 70% of my income. So now I'm blowing it out the water of 13 the first year, 15 the second year. Then I top 15 that third year. And then the rest was just a snowball effect till it just kept going up. But then you had the stock market also contributing to it. The money that already was invested, making it look more plush than what it really was. Guys, that was all the motivation your boy needed. That was all I needed to see. I was hooked from there, okay? And then that just went and took care of itself. The power of compounding, the power of letting your money work on your behalf. Because look, as humans, we need vacation days, we need sick days, we need mental health days, but your money can be working for you 24/7 around the clock, no days off. When they sleep, we eat. That's where that come from. So my money was working on my behalf. My little dollars that I sacrificed to get in there were now generating and going to work for me, growing even larger of my army of dollar bills, okay? And that's how this all went down, okay? So from there, now it's growing. Now it's moving and grooving. Now I'm at six figures. Now I'm at 100K, okay? Now I'm at 250K. Now I'm at 500K. Then, well, now I got that on autopilot. Everything is hitting on all cylinders. I'm like, oh, let me learn this other skill. Let me learn to trade a little bit, okay? And let me learn to get a little razzle dazzle in with the trading, and let me teach myself how to go about that. Okay, now I added another skill that could also bring me in income, that can also generate revenue if and when needed. Okay, and now I'm here trying to impart those things onto you. But it starts with you taking control of your destiny and investing in the things you need to, which is assets that can work on your behalf, generate income for you, so that you're not solely relying on the government at the end of the day. Okay, that's what this message was about. Those are some things you can do every time you get paid, okay? It all starts with you. You're the CEO of your portfolio, so make sure you take heed to these things, all right? With that being said, guys, listen, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result. Very few consider the journey, so do me a favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.